all the way from Chile and Costa Rica. Junar, come on out. Please welcome Junar to the stage.
Hi. Search engines are pretty good if you're looking for content, articles, news, but they're not that good if you're looking for data. Have you ever tried to look for data, for facts in the web? I have a good friend. He's a journalist covering the mobile industry. If he goes to Google and does a search to get some facts on the mobile industry, he gets a couple problems. Number one, he gets a lot of links, and those links may take him to very good content, but not the facts he needs. The second problem is that even if he's able to get to the facts, the best he can do is copy-paste that into his document. Third, data never sleeps, so he will need to go day after day and get the data and put it into his document to keep it updated. There has to be a better way. Let us show you how Junar makes it easy for him to find the data he needs, track that data, and use it as he wants. So here's the solution. He now goes to Junar. He does the same search, and what he gets is a lot of links, results, and these results take him to data directly. These are what we call data streams, and these data streams are tables, are pieces of tables hanging in the web that some people have created, right? Here we can see who created that. We can also check the source. So if this journalist likes what he's seeing, he can add these to his dashboard. Now, here's his dashboard. This is the place where he keeps track of all the data that is going to help him writing this article. He can also check if someone in this Junar community has created any data that he may be able to use. So he goes there, he searches, and he finds out that has created a public dashboard where he shares some information about mobile industry. He adds that to his dashboards. And now it's like if he was following the data that is publishing. In his everyday, he goes to a lot of different sites to gather a lot of data, right? He can go to one of these sites, and by selecting the cell, the column, the row, or the full table, if that is what he wants, he can create a new data stream. Now, he gives a name, a description, and some tags, and voila, here we have a new data stream that anybody in this community can now use. So we have helped him bring a lot of data in, but we also allow him to get a lot of this data out. How? He can send that today to export to Excel. He can even embed one of these data streams into his documents, such that whenever the data changes in the source, it's going to change in the document that he's working on. The other thing that he can do is share this via Facebook, via Twitter. And finally, he can embed this into his blog or into his iGoogle or his NetVibes. So yes, we have been able to help this journalist by gathering a lot of data from different places in the web. We also help him to share this data as he wants, right? And there's another thing here. This has been very useful for a journalist, but it can also be very useful for anybody that is looking for any data. Say, for example, Egypt. You want to get some facts about what happened in Egypt last week, or you want to know some information about what the launch team created about the accelerator's proposal. So there's a lot of things, there are a lot of times when you need data and you can go and find it very easily. If Google and RSS and wikis have changed the way in which we discover content in the web, Junar will change forever how we discover data. Thank you.
I think it's really, really cool. It's sort of a crowdsourced Bloomberg for everything, and not just financial. A lot of companies who make a lot of money off of this are, when you do the crowdsourcing, you're not necessarily, clearing the rights for commercial use. Is this all going to be free, or will you charge for part of the service?
Great question. So we're starting with a freemium model. So a lot of what you've seen is for free. Everything what you've seen is for free. But for some premium services, you're going to need to pay $12.95 a month.
It seems like you're really setting yourself up almost as the Wikipedia of data, that you have a crowdsourced model. So that means that you're going to have millions of contributors. So I guess my first question is, will you be able to scale for that? And will I, as a contributor, really want to contribute data unless I know that it's being delivered up in a Creative Commons context? In other words, that it's freely shared.
Of course, we need to get all the good incentives for people to become contributors, right? And we have a lot of those in our roadmap. It's part of actually what we think is going to make us get to the market and be able to get a lot of these contributors. Of course, we know that only 1 or 2% of the whole community is going to be contributing to this. And we've already defined which are the incentives that we'll need to give to these people so that they can be really interested in contributing.
Awesome. Let's hear it for Junar.
Thank you.